Alan Parsons remembers the late great vocalist Chris Rainbow, who was a big part of the project. I'm John Beaudin. This is Rock History Music.
We certainly did okay with when Eye in the Sky came along and Friendly Car came along. We had 2 hits on Friendly Car.
By the way, whose idea was it to sing Turn of the Friendly Car? That is, I never would have thought. First of all, I would have never told anybody to sing that way, but I would have been wrong because that is just brilliant, the way he sings that chorus.
I think that was Eric's doing. I mean, his demo had that essentially that phrasing, "Turn of a friendly car." Yeah, yeah. It was a nice departure from most song phrasing, and I think it worked really well.
I'd never heard that before. That Chris Rainbow. I remember buying Eve and going, "Oh my God, who is this wonderful voice?" How far back did you know him?
He's the guy that sang "Friendly Card" as well. So I mean, yeah. So you mentioned he was always welcome in the studio. He did some fantastic backing vocal arrangements. I mean, I take little credit for his incredible vocal stacks that he did. But he was just a ridiculously clever guy. He's no longer with us, sadly. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I would have gladly flown him over from the Shetland Islands where he lived to the States. But no, a great talent, and I miss him greatly.
Nothing else you want to talk about the new project because is there anything else you want to add to that?
We got Tommy Shaw from Styx on a track, which was lovely, and I'm doing a fair amount of singing as well. I'm proud of it. It's actually went into the charts in Germany for a couple of weeks, which is nice.
I, Robot, when you were doing that song, specifically that song was a moment in time for me. Did you kind of put that song together and kept adding pieces to it and saying, no, it needs this? How did you put that together?
It was just improvising on a keyboard. It was kind of an accident that I stumbled across that underlying sequence which goes that was on a very early sequencer on a suitcase synthesizer. It was a very, very portable little synthesizer called an EMS Synthi A. And then with that sequence going, I just came up with that clavinet melody. There was a pretty good demo of it, actually. I'm not sure if I think it actually got mislaid, so because it would have been included on the re-releases, the deluxe editions.
Yeah, I've got those.
I think that's probably gone forever, but yeah, I just used to sit down and experiment with a simple 2-track stereo machine, bouncing from the left side to the right side and back to the left side, just adding stuff. And that's what it became. Of course, it really came to life when we put the choral stuff on and got the band playing along. It was fun to do, and a very typical opening sequence. You pointed out that we like to start with instrumentals. That was another example of that.
We'll have more from Alan Parsons coming up in the next 2-3 days. This series will also feature older clips from our first interview with Alan about a year ago, and clips from not the most used singer for Alan Parsons, that was Eric Wolfson, Alan Parsons' partner, but Lenny Zakatek, who sang a lot of their popular songs. We talked to him a couple of years ago, and we thought we'd fit some of those clips into this series. He's an amazing singer. That's coming up in the next few days. Make sure you support our channel. You can use the 2 Ps. One is Patreon. You get early access to our videos. Or if you just want to make a donation, there's a PayPal link in the description. Also in the description, links on how you can pick up the new Alan Parsons album, or how you can pick up the Alan Parsons Project box set of all their studio LPs. It's all in the links. Make sure you share our videos on social media. We'd appreciate that. It makes a huge difference. And remember, we read all the comments, like our video, and subscribe to our channel. I'm John Beaudin. This is Rock History Music.